Everybody, welcome back to Wicked Good Sports. This is Power Play, and we're joined, as always, by Chris Uminski. Chris, how you doing?
I'm doing good, Brian. How are you?
Doing well, as well as we can do with no Bruins to talk about. But hey, we got four other teams alive right now, or more than that, rather. I'm thinking NBA. We have like 8 teams still alive here.
Yes, we do.
What is happening in the playoffs? What do you want to talk about?
Well, I'm not going to talk about the Bruins losing. We already did that.
Yes, we
But
memorialized.
round one, first of all, I might be biased, but the NHL does the playoffs better than any other league.
Mm-hmm.
I think so, at least. And the first round was a very exciting first round. We had one, two, three, four, 5 game sevens.
Yeah, so I can't ask for much more than that.
Oh yeah, no. Most every single series was exciting. I'll just go down the list. Colorado, they blew out Nashville in 4 games,
Mm-hmm.
and then
Which not too surprising there, given
yeah,
how the
I mean,
Avalanche played.
yeah, the Avalanche have been wicked good for a while. They're a perennial cup contender.
Mm-hmm.
And I like the Predators. I'm happy that they're a playoff team.
Mm-hmm.
I think they're sort of who I root for now in the Western Conference.
Right.
Then next, the Blues beat the Minnesota Wild in 6 games. That was an okay series.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing particularly exciting about it.
Yeah.
Just solid gameplay.
Yeah, and I mean, the Blues, they're a solid team.
Oh yeah, they've been consistently pretty good though. A few years ago they won a cup.
Yeah, we don't have to get too much into that.
No. If we're gonna talk about Game Sevens, I don't want to talk about.
No, me either.
For my thoughts on that game, you can just watch the game that we did on the Carolina Game 7. But then we get to our. So these were the 2 most exciting Game 7s, I think, after the Bruins and the Lightning. We had Calgary versus Dallas and Edmonton versus LA. And everybody wants a Battle of Alberta.
Mm-hmm.
Calgary and Edmonton is another historic rivalry. And it gets very heated.
Yep.
And we got that.
Mm-hmm.
We got that. We are in the Battle of Alberta has started, and so far it's been pretty exciting.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, hey, Canadians, they love their hockey, so I'm not surprised that this is a very contentious series.
Yeah, and for my Battle of Alberta pick, I am picking Calgary to win. I think they'll win it in 5.
Okay. Calgary in 5. Very nice.
Calgary in 5. So that's the Western Conference. We got a lot of good matchups. Blues and Avalanche are going to play each other.
Mm-hmm.
And then we got the Battle of Alberta. But the Eastern Conference. The first game I want to talk about in the Eastern Conference, the first series, is Toronto and Tampa.
Yes.
Which was another great Game 7.
I bet.
It was a fantastic Game 7. And we have the perennial favorite of Toronto losing in the first round in Game 7. So that's exciting for everybody. I don't know of a single person outside of Toronto, I guess, that doesn't love when this happens every year.
Mm-hmm.
Gives me something to look forward to.
I almost felt a little bad just seeing some of the shots of the fans. They just look so demoralized. I can't. Oh my God, Chris! I can't imagine.
Those shots are my favorite.
There's a lot of 1,000-yard stares happening there.
And
It's brutal.
there was a pretty good shot of their. So they had a goal taken away in Game 7.
Yep.
Which hilarious. Love
Yeah.
that there was a shot of the GM Kyle Dubas who's watching, and that happens, and him getting up and throwing out his hat or punching something. He did something kind of violent, and it was.
Oh man.
It was fantastic.
Yeah.
So yeah, fuck the Leafs. Always here for that.
Did it take the edge off of the Bruins losing a little bit? That the edge also that
Yes, yes, it.
Toronto tragically also lost. It is what it is.
Yeah, you know what? If I couldn't have the Bruins to root for now at that point, I loved that I could have the Leafs to root against.
Mm-hmm. No, I feel you there.
Even though I do not have a particular love or like for the Lightning.
Mm-hmm.
And then we've got the Capitals and the Panthers.
Yes.
That was a 6-game series. That was another great series.
Mm-hmm.
I'm very glad that the Florida Panthers won that. Not only because we get a second Battle of Florida in the second round in a row, but we also get Joe Thornton is getting ever so closer to getting that Stanley Cup, which he so very much deserves.
Mm-hmm.
That's the big reason that I'm so in on the Florida Panthers for this playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
And they're a 1 seed too, and they've been absolutely frightening all year.
Right.
And then New York and Pittsburgh.
Yes. So first of all, how is Sidney Crosby doing?
Ugh.
Yeah.
I'm always here to say it. That I hate Sidney Crosby with every bone in my body. I will never forgive him for that Olympics. But man, it does not look good for Sidney Crosby right now.
No, it sucks. So obviously, for those who don't know, he's had a history with concussions. He got at least one in the playoffs, right? And
yes, yeah, he was taken out of a game. Actually, I think it was Game 6 of the series with the Rangers.
And it just, the article that you shared with me said that this might be it, depending on the severity and his ability to bounce back. Which concussions are no joke, and we're definitely in the era where they're actually taken seriously, and people have concern. So it's sad. You never want to see that happen to anyone, even if you don't like their team or them necessarily.
Yeah. And it happened in Game 5, and then he tried to play Game 6 and Game 7. He tried to convince them to let him play, and they were like, "No, absolutely not."
Yeah.
And he's saying that he wants to play for longer. It's actually kind of up in the air whether or not the Penguins are going to hold on to him.
Yeah, it's an unfortunate. If this is the end, it's a very unfortunate end for a star player.
Oh yeah, I hate him because I hate playing against him, and again, I'll never forgive him for getting the golden goal in the USA Canada Olympics. But it would be an absolute shame for him to go out like that. We talked about this with Tuukka.
Yep.
That's not how you want to see a guy like that go out.
No, definitely not.
Yes. But anyway, New York wins that series. Which that's good. I like the Rangers. I think in their series with Carolina, I think I'm rooting for New York. We're talking about hockey, so it's okay.
Right.
This is the only Boston sport where I don't think there really is a strong New York rivalry.
No, there's definitely not.
Yeah, none of the New York teams play in our division, so it's a little easier to root for the Rangers than it would be to root for the Jets or the Giants.
The Giants. Nets even. Like, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, as the saying goes in the Dolphins subreddit, just fuck the Jets. Always. Oh, man. My least favorite NFL franchise.
That's fine. They're a very hateable team.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but so they got Carolina. I want New York to win, but I think Carolina's going to take it in 5.
Yeah. So we'll probably have Carolina and Florida. Obviously, don't want to get too ahead of ourselves, but do you think Florida matches up well in that potential series?
I think Florida would match up well with. So the Battle of Florida is actually really interesting this year.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's interesting, but it's not, because this year, like, the Panthers were just an infinitely better team than the Lightning all year.
Mm-hmm.
Like, the Lightning, like, all things considered, have been having kind of a down year. But right now, Tampa's up 2-0 in that series.
Yeah, so we'll see. We'll see what happens there. Obviously, like you said, we'll get a pull for Florida. It would suck for Miami to lose both their teams right now. Depending on how the Celtics Heat series goes, but
I mean, I'm personally endorsing the Celtics in that series.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, obviously,
that Miami team.
Oh man. But anything else specifically about I have other things I want to talk to you about, but anything specifically about the playoffs?
Nope, that's it. I think the Battle of Florida is going to be a 7-game series. I hope.
Yeah, hopefully. All right, so you shared an article with me earlier, and it was about the Nordiques having a meeting to potentially come back. And I think, I have my Hartford shirt on, you have your Hartford hat on, and I just want to offer, they have someone whose literal job is to try to bring the Nordiques back. That's correct?
Yeah, so the Quebec provincial government has been trying for years to get the Nordiques to come back to Quebec City. Mm-hmm. And as talks have started...
They're the Avalanche now?
They are the Avalanche, yes.
Okay.
And, as talks have been happening in the last few months, Arizona's situation is up in the air, which that's a whole other thing. But,
yes, it is.
Something with that even happened this week, which is...
Yes.
But there is, and I found this out today, and I don't know how long this has been around, but in the Quebec provincial government, they have a person who is the Nordiques minister, or minister of the Nordiques.
I love it.
Which, it's this guy's job, basically, to lobby the NHL to get the Nordiques back.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I think, we're more than willing to offer our services to the city of Hartford to do similar positions.
I will be the secretary of the Whalers.
Yeah, and I'll be the secretary's secretary.
Secretary.
Yeah, well, we gotta bring him back. So if city of Hartford, reach out. Twitter, on YouTube, just let us know.
All of my progress on at Whalers Revival.
Yeah, I already have the Twitter handle set up, so it's a no-brainer as far as I'm concerned.
He's right.
So we'll see. We'll be eagerly awaiting the DM over there. Oh man! All right, Chris. Anything else you want to touch on?
I guess. Well, that little Coyotes thing.
Oh yeah.
So the Coyotes arena situation is embarrassing enough as it is for the team and for the league itself.
Mm-hmm.
We found
and for really any onlooker. It's just good secondhand embarrassment going on here.
Schadenfreude, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We found out this week that Arizona State, who is hosting them for the next 3 years or whatever it's going to be, while they try to get an arena built in Tempe, Arizona State is not going to let the Coyotes use their own logo at center ice.
So it's just going to be the Sun Devils logo, I assume? Yeah. Okay. That's going to look really embarrassing. But all right.
Oh, you literally have a college with a small but decent hockey program You're going to let the college dictate to the professional team, the major league team in the top hockey league in the entire world.
Yeah. It's embarrassing, Chris. I don't know what else to say.
They just need to put us out of our misery already. Move them to Quebec. Move them to Hartford. Move them to Houston. I don't care. Just move them.
Yeah, it's not. It's a failed experiment in Arizona. They've been around for long enough to at this point, if it's not working out, it's just not gonna work.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
I mean, so, I mean, to all of the dozens of Coyotes fans out there, we hate to say it, but it's over.
Yeah. But tickets should be cheap this season, given the circumstances.
I would go to Arizona to go to a game just because it's like $20 to get a ticket.
Yeah. No, I mean, it was worth the flight,
It's like that. It's like that in Florida too. The Florida Panthers tickets are pretty cheap.
Yeah, it's tough to get people to come to sporting events in Miami. There's just a lot of other cool stuff to do, like go to the beach, party. Yeah,
I would definitely pay $20 though to go and see the best team in the league.
Yeah, right. You would think. So we'll see. We'll see what happens there. All right, Chris, where can they find you online?
You can get me on Twitter, Chris_Uminski. I'll be following the playoffs, and any off-season things too.
Awesome. Follow him there. Obviously,
We're
survival. We are. We're until he makes a decision on that watch. You can follow me on Twitter at @thefakeBMR. This BMARR channel is on Twitter at Wicked Good Sport or WG Everything. Instagram Wicked Good Everything. Twitch is twitch.tv/Wicked Good Everything. And on TikTok, search Wicked Good Sports. Search Wicked Good Everything. Chris, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
We'll see you all in the next one.